Ladies and gentlemen, this is an emergency. I'm Michael.
I'm Phillip.
And Phillip, you can't be here today. You're obviously not. For
No.
those watching at home and for those listening at home, you can tell Phillip is not in the room with me.
Nope.
And the reason for that is, well, Phil,
Yes.
I was exposed to COVID. I was exposed to COVID-19, God damn it. I almost got away with it.
Wait. So it exposed to you, or you exposed yourself to it?
You making some sort of like sexual assault joke? Seriously?
All right.
Yeah, that's the fuck I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I was at work yesterday. Like, can we not do that kind of stuff? We're not trying to be edgelords, okay? This isn't Cumtown, okay? Would you fucking
Literally
grow up and
talk
quit
about
your...
raping.
It doesn't matter. That's different. We're not
I
trying to
get
do
it.
those kinds of jokes anymore. We are a very serious podcast, and today we're here to talk about Marvel and whether or not it's going to die, and I might die because I was exposed to COVID, okay? So seriously, don't make jokes like that, okay? Seriously, though? Like, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up.
All right.
Grow the fart up.
Mm-hmm.
I was at work yesterday, and I was having a meeting, and it was me and my boss, and then out of nowhere, the door gets kicked open, and a gigantic virus came in, exposing its big white penis, and it just started squirting viral load all over me. And so now I might have COVID. We don't know, but we're playing it safe. Stay home.
Yes, save lives.
Please stay home. Also, this was recorded in April of 2023. Please stay home. There is a gigantic man-sized virus. There's a man in a gigantic, Grimace costume with virus spikes all over it, running around the streets of Atlanta, spraying young, hot, smart, super cool podcasters in the face with viral load. I might have COVID. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess I don't have to wear the mask because I'm at home. And I'm alone again.
I'm alone.
I'm home alone, Missy. I'm
alone, stuck with COVID.
Yeah. But yes, I was exposed to COVID this week at work, and I was sent home this morning. Mainly because I showed up shit-faced on margaritas. Apparently, people don't do breakfast margs anymore.
That's a shame.
What the fuck happened to it? You remember when we were a country?
Dude, it's the wussification of America is what it is.
Even you saying wuss instead of puss is what's fucking wussified us, goddammit.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch what you say these days.
You really do. Phil, stop. We're gonna get canceled. See?
True. I don't want us to get canceled.
This is all cancel culture Phil over here.
Yeah, that's me.
But, so let's try and treat it like, look, I'm the anchor. And the anchor and Phil is like he's our man on the street.
I'm the weatherman.
He's the fat black weatherman, as we've said. And Phil is coming to us from Sugar Hill, Georgia.
Yes.
He's at his in-law suite in his home, and he's calling us to tell us, ladies and gentlemen, some very bad news, and it's just a bad Friday. I mean, look, it should be Good Friday. I'm a Catholic. We're recording this on Good Friday. But Phil, this Good Friday kind of sucks ass. Kind of sucks ass. It's kind of sucking ass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Did they kill Jesus on a Friday?
I guess so. And then, the next day, they're like, "Hey, get on out of that fucking rock, Jesus." And he was like, "All right."
No, it was 3 days later. No, it was 3 days later.
28 days later.
It was 28 days later. And Jesus, they move the rock. They're like, he's surely like dead and bloated and rotting at this point. They like move the big rock from the cave, and they go in, and he just comes racing out really fast. He's like biting people's throats and shit like that.
Yeah.
Why don't they do that? Why doesn't Mel Gibson do that? All right, let's uncancel him.
That would be a badass movie.
That'd be fucking great. He's
like
running.
John Wick with Jesus.
John Wick, but with Jesus. Phil, we finished our John Wick arc, but I gotta be honest. John Wick, but Jesus. You go in. That's an elevator pitch. You get into an elevator. You get into an elevator in Hollywood. No, you can't do Jim Caviezel anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, it's got to be like somebody. It's got to be somebody hot and new.
Okay. Paul Dano.
Can I be honest with you?
Maybe.
That's kind of that. I'm kind of interested in that.
I'm like creepy Jesus. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm creepy.
I just play creeps.
No, he could be creepy incel Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, I'm game. Phil, how are you?
Good. Friday. Good that it's Friday.
Phil, this is a podcast, so I do need you to talk more, you dopey cunt.
Okay.
Tell me more.
I'm doing great, man. It's Good Friday. I'm off today.
What,
doing a podcast.
Motherfucker, it shouldn't be like pulling teeth with you, but it always is. I'm asking you how you're doing. I want to hear more about you. You got any funny stories? Some shit that happened this week?
No, I don't. I'm just having a good day, man. Goddamn.
Tell me what a good day's like. I've never had one.
They're terrible. I have diarrhea. The back hurts.
So good days are bad. So good Fridays, good Wednesdays, good Mondays. That's like a sarcastic term for bad.
Yeah, because every day is bad.
Every day really is, though. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
You ever trip out on that?
Saturday.
No. Excuse me. Phil, the fuck, dude? Saturday? It has the word sad in it.
And sat. Or sat because you sat down a lot on Saturday.
Yeah, you sat on your fat ass and just got sadder.
True.
Yeah, man. That's going to be my day tomorrow, I would imagine. Just sitting on my fat fucking little white ass, my little flat little white booty, sitting there watching Sopranos season 4 again and just being like,
I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's true. You know, I'm in my 30s. What, I have to go see people and have relationships and communicate and look at leaves and walk.
The devil.
That's the devil. That's the devil, yeah.
That's the devil.
Whereas Jesus, he wants us, like when he's not running around ripping fucking throats with his teeth because he's a fucking zombie, he wants us to work from home and play, you know, Minecraft and you know, and rub our little fucking wee-wees, dude, and get hard.
Yeah, play Minecraft and rub wee-wees.
They do need to update the Bible, don't they? Like,
I think they should update it.
Well, because like most of the Bible is like, oh, and then Hezekiah, you know, like gathered wheat, and it's like nobody gathers wheat anymore. It's like no,
who gathers wheat?
It should be like instead of Hezekiah, it should be like, it should be like, you know, Blair or Blake. You know, it should be a little
Blake,
a little fucking fruity white boy name. He laid in bed until noon, and then he took pictures of his feet for OnlyFans, and then he got 1 like on OnlyFans, and he was depressed because he's making like only $5 a month from it. And then he went down to talk to his dad, the cop he hates.
True.
And then he cut his thighs, and then he, you know, I don't know, ate, like, what do kids eat now? Dick?
Dick, yes.
And then he ate dick, and then he went back to bed because he's depressed because of late capitalism.
Really? That's not that bad of a day. I think he probably had a better day than me.
Oh, that's what I mean. So I asked you how your day was. You said it was fine, but It sounds like Blake is killing it more than you and me. I'm over here with maybe COVID. You're over there with a day off, which sounds like shit. Because
I mean, anybody
Phil,
that's named Blake is badass.
first off, if your name is Blake, you're a badass.
Yeah.
If you're also like for Phil, he had the day off.
Yeah.
That sucks. You should
It
be
does.
constantly working.
You should work 7 days a week.
That's what we're
20 hours
doing now. Phil, that's what we're doing now. We're going to become one of those, you need to fucking get out there and fucking work constantly and never see your family or friends and never meet anybody and just fucking work. Grind set. We're a grind set podcast.
Which they call grinding. And it's like, no, that's just working 70 hours a week and not having any time for yourself.
Nah, it's true. It's true. To be honest, grinding is what the fucking... It's what the fucking COVID virus did on my face yesterday. That's grinding. That's being a badass, dude.
Yeah.
That's being a badass. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you want to be a badass like, well, not like me and Phil, but like Blake, you need to get out there. You need to like not talk to your dad, the cop. You need to sit in the shower for an hour and rub your genitals
until you prune up good.
You know, and then get on OnlyFans, take pictures of your feet for like horny Bulgarians you'll never meet to you know.
Yeah, a middle-aged Bulgarian.
He had to jerk off to and give you
like.
Yeah, and he's paying you 1,000 I don't know Bulgarios or whatever they call their dollars over there, but it only translates to $4.99 in American money. You know? And,
not bad.
That's not bad. It's not great, you know. But I'll tell you what. Also, I mean, fuck, man. I guess we're establishing, you know, you're not Catholic, but you grew up in a Protestant household. You grew up in a Christian home.
Yeah.
And it is Good Friday as we're recording this. It isn't coming out until Shitty Wednesday.
Yeah, Shit Wednesday.
Shit Wednesday is when this is coming out. But do you guys do Easter too? It's just Christian all around. It's not just a Catholic thing. So what are you doing for Easter?
I'm going to go eat at my brother's with my dad, my mom, and my girlfriend.
Hey, like,
go see Gregory.
Hey, we're recording right now.
Okay.
So stop lying about the girlfriend thing. Just say it.
Okay.
Just say it.
All right.
What are you going to do?
It's a pillow. It's an anime pillow.
Philip's bringing his pillow. Did you guys ever see Lars and the Real Girl?
It's like that, but with a pillow covered in cum.
Yeah, it's Philip and the My Pillow guy pillow.
Actually, it's a pillow of Michael and Dell.
With just like and he's doing like cuck face with like the big screaming mouth with a big wet caked crusty hole.
His terrible mustache like he's Joseph Mangala.
Would you stop making the same joke? You've been doing that all week.
I'm on a Mangala kick.
You really are on a Mangala kick. What is it with you right now?
I saw I listened to Slayer, Angel of Death, and I was like, dude, that's all I'm thinking. All I'm doing this week is Slayer and just stuff. Slayer.
What gets the white trash out of you more, punk rock or metal? Because you seem like a metal guy.
I'd say no. Wait, what's the question again?
What gets the white trash bone out of you more?
I guess metal would be the white trash bone part.
Okay. Yeah, because I know you and me in a couple of weeks we're saying, what's the metal band called again? The fuck are they?
Sheryl Crow.
No, seriously though, what's the metal band we're saying?
We're seeing Gojira and Mastodon.
Now, Gojira, are they good?
Yeah, they're from France.
Are they seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're French metal band.
No, I'm out. I'm not seeing some French shit. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, well, you don't have to go.
No, I mean I'm going, but
Okay,
just like for
out of
comedic,
spite.
for comedic.
Like this
Yeah, I'm
is
gonna go there.
terrible.
Just stand there with my arms crossed, which I guess most metalheads do anyways. They just like when I've been to metal shows, and don't get me wrong, they throw down in the pit, but most of them line the wall like wallflowers at a
And
fucking
just nod.
yeah, and they just cross their arms and
That's what I do.
they slowly headbang. You did that at a punk show. You did that at the Descendants, and I was like, "What are you doing? I'm trying to get us kicked out of here because I'm fucking thrashing too
I'm
hard."
gonna harass the staff.
I was not harassing the staff. No, fuck you. I was not harassing the staff.
Those
I
poor
was.
security guard- those they 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 had to clean up after you too.
I did spill
Unless you
my
spilled
vodka
your
drink
drink.
all over. Yeah, well, they were. It was the Descendants. This is the thing I'll never get about Atlanta punk rockers. They don't know how to fucking throw down as much as like L.A. boys.
Didn't move to LA, brother.
I don't know, maybe one day, to be honest. I am more of like an LA guy. I'm super cool. I wear sunglasses indoors, that kind of stuff. But
Because you're blind.
well, it's because I'm blind. They don't know that, though, because I'm also
That guy's
really.
so cool.
That guy's
He's blind.
so cool, dude. We need to. Oh, you're saying blind people can't be cool?
They can actually. I don't know if you know of a guy named Kane in John Wick 4.
We can't keep talking about John
Ray
Wick 4.
Charles.
Ray Charles, never heard of him.
Ronald Millsap.
Ronnie Millsap is cool, but no, I do know another man, and he's not as cool, Phil. His name
Stevie Ponder.
is Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Okay.
This movie, ladies and gentlemen, the basic thing we're going to be talking about today is the reign of Marvel movies? Is that over? Is that done? Are they dead? Is Marvel?
It's not looking pretty. I mean, it looks like it's like they're like, oh, I have cancer.
Well, it's not just like I got cancer. It's like I'm under hospice care.
Okay, yeah.
It's looking like end of the fucking line for the old Marvel movie men.
Yeah.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, came out like a month or two ago.
Say a month.
Tomato meter, the tomatometer, 47%. And here's the critic consensus. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, mostly lacks the spark of fun that elevated earlier adventures. But Jonathan Majors Kang is a thrilling villain poised to alter the course of the MCU. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've heard about Jonathan Majors recently, but he plays the bad guy in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And it turns out he plays a pretty bad guy in real life, too.
Yeah.
What did he do again?
Did he choke a lady?
I think he choked a lady.
Did he? We don't know for sure. I don't know the whole story. I just know
we're not going to get sued. It's got reported that he was choking a lady out, and apparently he's known in the New York film industry for being a real fucking wacko.
Oh, okay. Well, now that there's that out there too, it's like, well, now you can see it more than, yeah.
So let's talk about this for a second. Ant-Man is not the only bad Marvel movie that came out recently. They've had a string of them, and big budgets, not that big a return. Critics taking big hot red dookies all over it.
That's the best, Duke.
I mean, it's my favorite, but apparently that's not good for a movie. So here's some of the reviews. This one from Dwight Brown at dwightbrowninc.com. I don't know, but he's considered a top critic. He gives it a rotten score, 2 out of 4, and says, "The thrill is gone. The Marvel Universe shoots a blank, a tiny one." Which is like, all right, I don't know why you're making me think about cum. I already was.
Why you making me think of like shitty jizz?
Why? Yeah, I want to think about awesome jizz. I don't want to think about shitty jizz. Another one from Nathaniel Rogers at the Film Experience. Most unfortunate of all, the usually reliable Paul Rudd coasts through this one, wearing his charisma like an old shirt that he forgot to wash and iron. Wow.
Me?
Wow. Wow. Let's see. Bruce R. Miller from Sioux City Journal says, because oh, excuse me, I'm coughing. Remember, I am dying of COVID.
True.
Bruce Miller says because audiences warmed to Paul Rudd's humor, his third standalone Ant-Man outing should have gone for the laughs, not some convoluted mythology that explains nothing. People are pooping all over this. Now, Phil, to be fair, you and I always say, fuck the critics, what's the audience score? The audience score is 83%.
Okay.
But if you look at it, this audience is huffing tons of copium, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Loved it. Hope there's another. It had a decent plot. I would recommend it. Loved this movie. It was fantastic.
The theater had air conditioning. I loved it.
Yeah, exactly. I got to get out of the hot sun. Let's see.
Bathrooms are clean, guys.
Yeah, I got blowed. Let's see. Then I blowed a guy. Controversy and all. Jonathan Majors' MCU big screen debut is a major hit. I guarantee you, these are bought and paid for. This is absolutely what's going on. This is what happens when you go woke. You get broke. God damn it.
True. Look at Bud Light.
What do you mean?
Disney, Nike. All of them are broke now because they went woke.
What are you talking about, Bud Light? What happened? Fill us in.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Fill us in.
Well, they have they made Kid Rock and rednecks angry because they're like, hey, we like trans people, so here's a can with a trans person on it. And they're all like, hell no, I'm never buying Bud Light again. I'm done. And it's like, all right, well, it was shitty beer in the first place, guys, so whatever.
What? Bud Light put a trans person on a can?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess so... I don't know, because they're a corporation and it's trendy. So they're like, hey, put that on there. We'll make sales.
100%, of course.
Same shit.
No, of course, I know. But it's funny to me that, like, I'm gay as fuck. I'm around tons of trans people, gay people, all that kind of stuff. None of us have ever, I'm saying this right now, not one LGBTQ person has ever cracked open a can of Bud Light, unless it was to like boil crab legs.
Ate a good shitty beer to throw in this boil.
Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to get a good fucking low country boil going. Like I don't understand, but you're right. It's just corporate shit where they're just like, hey, if we make a video where Dylan Mulvaney is like, oh my God, I just love Bud Light. And it makes Travis Tritt sad and bitch for fucking all over his Instagram. We're gonna fucking sell cans.
Yeah.
You know, nobody cares. It's like, you remember, what was it, 2019? I think Gillette, the razor company, they had that commercial where they were like, hey, don't be a toxic dad or whatever. And the rednecks were just like, well, I need to beat people. Why are you telling me not to beat people? And it's like, hey,
catcall in public.
Exactly. And it's like, you don't have to catcall in public, or you can't. Let's be honest. Gillette doesn't care. Okay?
No.
If Nazism was 60% popular in public, they would be pushing that. They don't care. Having said that, it is very funny to see Kid Rock being like, well, fuck you, Bud Light, because you know he drinks Bud Light. You know he drinks Bud Light in like nice champagne glasses he bought made of Cristal. Like, he's just a fucking moron, you know?
Like an idiot.
I love seeing that. I love seeing the culture war
breakdown. I'm like, this is great.
Phil, the problem is we, man, I mean, for Pete's sake, we used to be serious as a country. And what I mean by that is we always had culture war issues. Any fucking society, any fucking massive country like ours, we're going to have culture war things where it's like, gay people or whatever bullshit the right always does. Or the right when they were like, oh, heavy metal music is making people, fucking,
Satanism.
yeah, Satanism and all that kind of shit. I get it. I don't get it, but you know what I mean. All right.
Yeah.
But they just kept doing it. And now politics is indistinguishable from like somebody running for president or running for city council is indistinguishable from Travis Tritt and Kid Rock taking a machine gun to a case of Bud Light. There is
That
no
they have
difference
bought, so you're
anymore.
still supporting that company by buying
Doesn't
fucking
matter.
more.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's indistinguishable is my point from actual politics where it's like, hey, should we build a new bridge? Hey, let's make a thing where you get 5% off on, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like everything now is just what celebrity is super pissed off and taking a potato gun to a product right now. Who's setting on fire their shoes? That's politics
while they're wearing
them. It's a shame. But a
It is.
bigger shame,
Marvel.
Now, Phil, I have never liked superhero movies that much, but you do.
Yeah, I like them a lot more than
way more than me. So when I say I don't like Marvel movies, I don't mean I'm a little fucking asshole who thinks he's smarter or more grown up than people. Like this whole podcast is talking about like farts and our favorite silly dumbass slasher movies nobody likes. Like I get that we're also as infantilized in terms of the media we like. We're stuck in the 80s and 90s, you and me. So
yeah.
I'm not saying that if you like Marvel, you're somehow less than me, I'm better than you. I would never say that. My problem with Marvel has always been, and we've said this in a couple episodes now, but we're trying to say it more and more. But I want to get to the difference between you and me because you're more of a comic book nerd. So let me get there in a second. And I just want to get there by saying that I don't like Marvel movies because 2009, Iron Man comes out. I see it. I'd never read the Iron Man comic, to be perfectly honest, but I didn't know anything about it. I was like, yeah, I mean, I knew Tony Stark. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I knew what Iron Man was. But I saw it, and I was just like, to be honest, I mainly saw it because of fucking Robert Downey Jr., dude. He was in the middle of his comeback. He's like, hey, I'm not smoking crack anymore. And it was like, cool, dude. And I was so excited. And I thought Ally McBeal would be there and the dancing little robot screensaver baby.
Dancing baby.
Yeah, and they weren't. I was kind of bummed out, but the movie was super good and the action was cool and RDJ's the man. And I'm so fucking naive and stupid when it comes to movies. As somebody who's written them, directed them, works in the entertainment industry, I still fall for this every time I see a really good movie. When I saw the first Iron Man, which is a legit stone cold classic, okay, and it's a Marvel movie, stone cold classic, I thought, wow, that was really good. Wonder what's next. And what I meant by what's next is, will there be a cowboy movie next week? Will there be a slasher movie or a ghost movie or a rom-com or whatever? I didn't think they were going to make 1,000 fucking more movies that were just fucking superhero movies, right?
Yeah, it's I can't do it. It's oversaturation. I don't see how, like, I don't know. I just don't understand the idea of every week going to see a different superhero movie or every month and that's fucking it.
And you and I have felt this way for
few years.
I'd say since at least 2017, 2018 is when it really started hitting me. Wait a minute. I don't see not necessarily Seth Rogen, but Seth Rogen comedies. Like, I don't see horny teenage comedies anymore. I don't see... Remember 2018, 2019? It really started to sink in like, wait a minute. They're not making, Westerns. They're not making They're not making like, hey, oh man, look at those titties. Oh man, oh, but I've never fucked before because I'm
Yeah,
16. Oh man, let's
a
try and
gangster movie. You don't
gangster
really.
movies. Like with just loud, fucking stupid Italian Americans in New York being like, I fucking told you not to fuck my cupcakes, and you fucked
Yeah,
my cupcakes, you know?
yeah.
And just, pow, I shoot you in the gut, you fuck with my cupcakes. Like,
Fucking rat
you
bastard.
this bastard fucked my fucking grandmother's ashes. like, that's the shit
Oh,
I.
what? Oh, what are you saying?
I
Tone, your
want
grandma.
to, Phil. Now that we're talking about it, I want to see a horny, young teenage boy comedy like Superbad or something,
Bad.
but they're Italians and they're
Okay.
gangsters.
Okay. It's like Kid Soprano.
Yes, I want to see Junior Sopranos, and what I mean by that is like Sopranos
Oh, okay.
babies. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I want to see that.
Those
Yeah,
babies.
I just want to see. I want to see a CGI like when they brought back Tupac, but he was just like just like a fucking dancing little fucking thing.
A ghost.
Yeah, it was like a ghost that they
It's a
made with
ghost.
lights and mirrors. I want to see
Yeah.
that, but like a scaled down Tony Soprano and a diaper, just fucking. Yeah, dude, I want to see that, dude. You know, and he's just like fucking a stripper, and and then him and Silvio fucking strangle some guy with piano wire, but they're like
Yeah.
in diapers, and then they're like, oh no, here comes Nana, and they all just like lay back down and pretend nothing's happening, kind of like
And
Toy
then
Story
Nana,
style.
it's Olivia.
Yes, exactly. But you just see like her blue vein fucking legs with high socks.
Yeah. You little bastards, go to sleep.
Nobody cares about me. I might as well commit suicide.
Yeah.
You know?
You're killing your mother. Don't start that. Yeah, don't start that shit with me.
Yes, yes. Oh, I want that so bad. That's what I mean,
Hated
though.
that bitch.
Okay, so I want to tie you back into this in terms of your nerddom, because for years I would be like, man, I'm fucking, and I want you to explain this, okay? Because I still, here's the misunderstanding you and I have had, okay, at times when it comes to Marvel movies, is I'm like, fuck Marvel movies, but to me, Marvel movies just means a monopolization of film, to where the only major releases you're going to see, for the most part, unless Tarantino or Scorsese make something, is going to be superhero stuff, right?
Yeah.
But most of those were Marvel Studios, right? And
Yeah, it was like pre-Disney.
yeah, and the DCEU or whatever it's called, but DC comic movies, they were kind of few and far between and very rocky. Very rocky. Are you going to get good ones, or are they going to be shit? People going to be split on them? You know, that's the Snyder cut, all that kind of shit. When I say Marvel, I guess I really more than anything mean superhero anything, regardless of the property, the studio making it, that kind of stuff, right? Just like super serious, or even if it's fun, like Shazam or something. I just got sick of seeing, here's another superhero. Oh, guess what? Here's another superhero.
Oh no, the Earth is in peril again.
But there is something you don't bring up a lot, or maybe you've changed your opinion. I'm just curious. I'm curious. That's why I'm asking. Is no. It's not that. Is I would be like, fuck Marvel movies. I'm done with them. You'd be like, yeah, I'm sick of them. I'm gonna do your accent real quick. You'd go, yeah, goddamn, oh hell, man, I just goddamn about sick of fucking Marvel movies, but I just cannot wait for the new DC movie. And I would be like, wait a minute. This is how non-comic book guy I am. I thought they were all the same. I'm fucking retarded with that shit. I know, but but I guess for me, I just meant, by Marvel movies, I meant just superheroes in general.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean that's
like, how do you feel about when you say fuck Marvel movies, or ring ding, the queen is dead? Do you mean just Marvel movies, or do you mean superhero movies in
Uh,
general? Like,
the
what's your
whole
feeling?
spectrum, actually. I'm with you now. It's like it's like the whole zeitgeist of it. If that's even the word that needs to be used. I'm just trying to sound smart.
No, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, no, I get it. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I think that was
Like the whole spectrum of it is just like I tried, and every once in a while there might be something that's decent or good, but it's
sure.
a few and far between.
Okay, so yeah, and again, some Marvel people get really butthurt when we do this, and I get it. And we've got good friends like Trey and Clay who are super big comic book guys, and I totally
Yeah,
get it. And they love. I remember one time I said "fuck Marvel movies" and all this superhero shit to Trey and Clay, guest friends of the show, and they were like, "Well, you got to have fucking Star Wars movies for fucking 10 years. It's sorry if we get to have our turn, right?" And they were right. They were right. But here's the
yeah.
thing. I'm also done with Disney movies.
Star
I'm
Wars.
sick of massive corporations just and look, it's so confusing to say it like this. Like I want to say I'm sick of massive corporations making it to where you can only ingest one product. And but I also love Amazon and all that kind of stuff. And look, I know Sony's huge. I know Warner Brothers is huge. I know Disney's even bigger, obviously, and it's scary how big they are. But
Yeah,
I'm done with. So, like, for example, there is this new movie coming out with Jennifer Lawrence, right? Where it's not a rom com. It's like kind of like it at least looks like kind of like an offensive, crazy sex comedy where she's like like a 35-year-old just sort of ne'er-do-well chick lives in a town somewhere probably in fucking Martha's Vineyard or something, and a
yeah.
rich couple is like, hey, our son is this 18-year-old dork virgin loser named Philip Shad. Oh, excuse me. No, that's not his name.
Oh,
I forget his name.
Murphy
Um,
Brown.
Murphy Brown. Yeah, but no. Our son is this dork loser. And can you get him laid? Can you suck his dick? Can you find a chick to suck his dick? Like, he's a fucking little bitch and I want him to get laid. Like,
Yeah.
that's the whole plot. And so she's like getting drunk, taking him to fucking parties. She's probably reliving her early 20s. He's getting thrown
I'm
into
a little
these.
girl again.
Yeah, but he's also getting thrown into these scenarios where it's just like, oh my god, you need to finger my anus. Like, it's trashy,
Oh, what?
exciting, offensive. I don't know if it's any good. The movie hasn't come out yet, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, this is Jennifer Lawrence. This is one of the biggest
Yeah.
actresses in Hollywood, and this is a like medium to big budget comedy, major release, probably 40 to 60 million dollar budget. They haven't done those in like 10 years, Phil. This is exciting to me.
It is exciting. It's like, oh, an actual comedy that's not like
Right, like a
not a comedy.
superhero
They just claim
comedy.
it's a comedy.
Yes, yes, or like one of those like quirky Netflix everybody's like pansexual comedies where like nobody sees it. It was made for 5 million and it's just released. It's dumped on HBO Max. Nobody watches it. It's just so they can say that they're diverse or something. And like I was sick of those too. It's like what the fuck? Give me a medium-sized major release fucking budgeted comedy, and it
Yeah.
looks like we finally got one with Jennifer Lawrence, right? Like whatever that movie's called. There's obviously you got Scorsese coming out with what was it, like Songs of the Flower Moon or whatever.
I almost had it. Close to what you're saying. Song of the Flower or something of the. I don't
It's
remember.
something of the Flower Moon or something, and I'm
Yeah.
sure it's fucking either really good or really mixed or not that good. Look, I love Scorsese, but I didn't want it to where you either get some fucking major celebrity who worked out with a trainer every day to have God body in a
Uh-huh.
superhero movie, or you get a little pudgy, put on a fucking shitty New York accent, and you're in a Tarantino or a Scorsese movie. That's about all we had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's looking again like I saw this tweet, and that's why I wanted to do this episode with you. Uh, I think it was for Shazam, whatever. And you told me that's not even a Marvel movie. That's DC, I
It's
think.
DC, yeah.
Okay. So the latest Shazam came out. Apparently, it sucks dick, right?
I was saying.
Yeah, and everybody's just kind of like, oh, this sucks, right? And it's a sequel to the first Shazam, obviously. And I saw a tweet where somebody was like, sequels suck again. Fucking major studios are putting out medium-sized fucking comedies for major releases. Marvel's almost out the fucking door. Movies are back, baby. And I was like,
I
yeah,
am
they're
happy.
back. Like,
Yeah.
the next thing we need is like some hard-nosed fucking pure classic, not even a revisionist Western, a straight-up Western, where it's just like about the one man rides into town, stops all the bad guys, fucks a couple who is like, we need movies to be diverse again. Like, I love diversity in movies. I've never understood what right wingers being like, why is this character gay? It's like, because he sucks dick. What do you
Because he's
care?
gay.
Yeah, it's like when they got mad about Last of Us, they're like, oh my God, they're gay. It's like, so? What do you care? No, they need to explain why he's gay. It's like, do you need to explain why fucking, he's straight? No, I don't care. They didn't make you
Yeah.
watch them have fucking hardcore gaynal sex. What do you give a
No.
shit? So I love diversity in movies, but I also love diversity of genre, probably
Yes.
even more. And I feel like we're getting there. But I found this article from the BBC, speaking of gay sex. BBC for our grandmothers are watching. GAM. BBC stands for the British Broadcasting Company, but Phil and I, we know another term for it.
Yeah.
Phil, tell your GAM how you would tell her. Say it in a nice way, like you would to your GAM.
Well, the other BBC grandma is about it's big, it's black, and
It's bald.
rooster. It's a bald rooster.
Mm-hmm.
Bald rooster. There's a term that we use for rooster.
She's
The other
like, "Can I
term-
suck it?"
And I go, never mind. You knew what I was talking about already. You slutty grandma.
She's like, "We were pretty wild in the 30s before the Hays Code." Okay, so this is the byline for the art. Well, the headline of the article: superhero films. Is this the end of the road? Right. A combination of grim headlines and poor box office numbers means that the colossal success of the superhero franchises could soon be a thing of the past, right? And Ant-Man took a dump into bed. Ezra Miller, they are out in these streets beating the shit out of women and children. They are a fucking menace.
Kidnapping.
They fucking suck.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. But then also you look at like other movies that came out the past year or two that were big hits. Top Gun Maverick, fucking Avatar: The Way of Water, right? Like look. Avatar: The Way of Water, I haven't seen, but I saw the first Avatar. And Philip, I also didn't like it for years. I rewatched the first one. I was like, I kind of get it. I thought it was great. I love James Cameron.
Really? I tried to, and I was like, I still hate this.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Really?
I take it back. I don't love it like on the same par as like Terminators 1 and 2.
Oh, I would hope not. I'd call you a fucking moron.
Well, you
Are
can
you serious?
you
I
can
know to
save
each
your
their
insult.
own guy, but come on.
Stuff your insult in a sack, Missy. I am not that fucking easily bought over by just
Not that dumb.
sexy 9-foot tall fucking beauties. I will say, watching it the last time, maybe I was just in one of those weird kind of like I'm so tired, I'm horny moods because it was like 6 in the morning and I was tossing and turning. I put on Avatar.
That makes sense.
And I was sitting there, I was just like, God damn, I just want one of those big blue boys to just fill me to the tippity top.
Hello, blue boys.
Hello, blue boy. Hey, blue man.
Blue man. Tall blue man. Yes,
Yeah,
what
you get like the resistance Twitter people who are just like, just bye bye, Avatar, bye bye, blue boy. You know? But they're falling apart. All right. Like Kevin Feige? How do you say that guy's name?
Fake?
The guy who like basically is in charge over there at Marvel.
Oh. Is his last name? Wait.
It's Feige.
Egg?
It's something like that. Feig.
Yeah.
He came out and said, "Hey, man, Marvel's going nowhere. People are gonna keep watching these. These are gonna be hits for years." And I remembered immediately when he said that. In about 2009, 2010, whenever they put out that last big Saw movie, like Saw 6 or whatever, right? I remember the director of that series, James Wan, maybe the producer, or maybe it wasn't James Wan. I'm sure he had left at that point. Whoever was in charge of the Saw franchise came out and said, "We will keep making Saw movies as long as people want to see them, and they still want to see them." That was very much the end of Saw. Don't give me the Chris Rock Saw bullshit. Nobody liked it.
I've
It
not seen
sucked.
it. Spiral. I'm not a big Saw guy though. I've only seen like the first one.
Oh no, I had dumb friends when I was a kid, and they kept
Okay.
showing me those Saw movies. They're fucking horrendous. I hate the Saw movies. But
Yeah, I
what I'm
never cared.
saying is Saw was a medium-sized slasher, torture movie, horror franchise that a lot of people saw. It was sort of a cultural phenomenon, and at one point they were like, "We're just going to keep making them. We'll
Yeah.
make 20 Saws. We'll make 50 Saws." They've made like 50 fucking Marvel movies, and good on them for it. But they just kept thinking, yeah, man, there's never going to be an end to superhero movies. And I was starting to get to a point where I was like, are we so fucked? Are we so monopolized by these giant corporations like Disney and obviously Marvel by extension that this is all we're going to get now? We're just going to get superhero movies till we're dead and then beyond. And it turns out, no, it's over. It's over. They've had a string of fucking bad luck in the sense of, like, even the CGI. People are starting to point out, like, the CGI has kind of gotten worse for the Marvel movies, and that was never the case with them. They always had.
I would have to see because I think the last I watched was Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I
it.
would imagine the CGI was still good for that.
Yeah, because I was like 2018.
Yeah, but they've got like 10 Marvel shows. They're trying to crank out movie after movie, so they keep going into phase 5. And yeah, fans are online just going, dude, the CGI is looking shitty, spotty, not that great. You know, they're falling apart here.
Well, yeah, because there's like you can't do like 100 Captain America movies. There's gonna be a time, or like just like so on and so on and so on, to where like it's not like to where like everyone's gonna be like, all right, I've had enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's just like you're getting sick of it. Like I got like I'd have to say you and me. Well, no, like I'd have to say like I just got to where like I'm just done.
Well,
Probably a couple years ago, yeah, where I was like, this is killing me.
a lot of people are feeling that. It's like, again, like with Star Wars, like I'm done with that. I don't care about Baby Grogu and, and watching all the
Baby
different.
Joker.
I heard Andor was good, or Andor, whatever.
Yeah, I was bored by it.
Yeah, but it's a political thriller, so you would be.
Well, yeah, because I want to see pew 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 pew.
Yeah, you're not that kind of guy. Like, it's so funny. The other day, I watched this movie from 2007. I always wanted to see, but never tried. Called Michael Clayton with George Clooney. It's a political thriller. And I watched it, and even when I was watching, I was like, this is a masterpiece. I loved it. I thought it was great. And I was like, Philip would totally be bored to tears by this.
Probably.
Yeah, you would not like it. You're just not that kind of guy. You like, you know, you like farts and shit and cum mixed together in a
I
bowl
only
and
watch Dumb
thrown in
and
your
Dumber.
face. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you really are just that kind of guy. Look, it's in your bones. You're from the South. You guys don't pay
Yeah,
attention. You're just like, I hope he farted. Oh, my Lord. You couldn't do that in church. Hick-hick-hi.
you
You
can't
know?
do that anymore. What, fart? Yes, you can.
No, fucking no, you can't. You'll get canceled in 2 seconds. But here's a string of bad luck for the Marvel movies. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Black Widow 2021. The Eternals. Now, that was a movie, and they tried this tactic for a while, and it doesn't work. Here's what happened: the Eternals came out. That was sort of like a low rent Avengers, right?
Hmm.
And it had not Cal Penn. What's that? I think he's Pakistani. What's that
Uh,
Pakistani guy's name?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he got like ripped. He was swole. He was looking good
Yeah,
as
see, I don't
fuck.
like that. I'm like, he's a comedian. He's got to be a skinny nerd.
Yeah, sure, or tubby.
They're
But
just jacking everybody up, and I'm like, ugh.
anyways, that movie comes out and it was not a hit. It was getting bad reviews, and then Kumail took to Twitter and said, "Oh, looks like we're pissing off all the alt right people. Don't like this movie, and they're negative review bombing us on Rotten Tomatoes, right?" And it seems like that's plausible. That has happened,
Plausible, yeah.
but it wasn't the case. The movie Eternals just
No, it's
sucks.
just
It
shit.
just sucks. It's just a
I,
shit fucking movie.
I haven't seen it. I don't have to. If I
Oh, no,
heard
no,
it was
no.
shit,
I watched it because I heard it was so bad. I watched. No, not true. I watched an hour and 15 minutes, and it was shitty, confusing to me because I don't watch this.
it was like 3 hours, right?
Almost, yeah, like 2.5, 3 hours, something like
That's
that.
still for
But the tactic they tried for a while was they would have these diverse casts, which is great. But like, if the movie sucks, it sucks, and they would just go, "Oh, looks like we're pissing off the." They would try and play into the culture war aspect of it.
Mhm.
So Eternals comes out. I mean, it makes some money, but it sucks. Nobody likes it. Blah blah blah. They hate it. They don't invite it to the prom. It has to sit at a lunch table by itself. Like the whole, it was bad. It got stuffed in a locker. The whole thing. Thor: Love and Thunder comes out in 2022 and is considered just not as great as Ragnarok. Nobody liked it. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever comes out, and people are just like, well, there's no Chadwick Boseman. What am I doing here?
Mhm.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings was just kind of, people were just like, that's pretty good, not that great. I don't know. Then you get into, I mean, I guess to catch it up, you get to, Ant-Man, and they look, dude, they've had a bad few months, man.
Yeah.
Like, I feel really bad for Marvel. I feel really bad. It's so sad.
Nah, I'm fine with it.
Nah, I am too. Look, man, I dance on some people's graves. And look, Marvel's not done. Marvel's not done. They're going to come out with more stuff, but here's what I'm noticing.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm
Like,
noticing.
they're not going to get business, but it's just like their movies are just going to be to where it's like, yeah, we're not going to make as many because we've noticed none of you like them anymore. So like,
That's what they recently announced.
Just cut it down.
They announced this past week that they were going to be cutting down the amount of movies they were going to make over the next few years down to just a couple a year instead of, what were they up to, like 6, 7, 8 a year for a while?
I want to say that, yeah.
I mean, making probably $1 bajillion, but now they're just like, all right, look, you guys think we kind of suck and we're making too many of these, so we're just going to make less of them. And they'll probably make better ones by doing that, but it's come to a point where for 10 years, almost 15 years, they dominated every square inch of film.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's coming to a close. So the question is, what's next? I'll say this. I don't want it to just be franchises.
Mm-mm.
at all, actually. I'm kind of done with like sequels fine, but we kind of know sequels suck. That was always true until Marvel. With rare exceptions. Godfather 2, obviously Terminator 2. Like
Mm-hmm.
there were those moments, but
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, check it out. But yeah, I think now we're at a point where look, man, I want to see like another really cool Godzilla. I want to
Yeah,
see. No, fuck that.
cool
Fuck all.
monster
Yeah,
movie.
actually, you know what? Not just like
Fucking
yeah.
werewolf.
No, no, for sure. I want to see werewolf movies. I want to
Yeah.
see vampire movies. I want to see cowboys and aliens.
I mean,
I want to see.
sure.
Why did they never make a sequel to that?
I don't know.
Did you ever see Cowboys and
I've
Aliens?
never seen it. No, I was always like, I don't want to. I don't want these genres. These genres, I don't like them to cross. I
Phil,
don't
that's what
like.
everybody said, and you know what? Everybody was right. It's a not
Oh, okay,
great movie. It's a stupid. Like,
I
what are you
didn't think it was
doing?
good.
Yeah, because you got like Harrison Ford just being like, "The fuck am I doing?" He's just being
I just
salty.
need the money.
Exactly, and he's just riding around on his horse, and then he's just like, "Oh, here comes one of the gleep glops," and he has to shoot it with a laser pistol, and it's like, "The fuck is this? This is stupid. This is fucking dumb as
I
shit, dude."
remember just like the trailer, like it didn't even end, and I was like, "It's Cowboys versus aliens. That's retarded."
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's see what it does.
It was retarded. But here's the other thing. I don't just want to see genre movies. I want to see I want to see like love stories that I'll never see. I want to see them coming out and doing good. I want to
Yeah.
see like political dramas. I want to see movies where like some actor puts on a bunch of like prosthetics and plays like a retarded guy who learns how to be a banker or something and it's really sad and he
Okay.
wins an Oscar. I want to see like the you know, just
I just want to see movies
I just
again.
want to see movies again. Exactly, though. You're right. I don't want to see where it's just like, there's this big, insane explosion. New York City's been laid to waste by big evil man from Planet Evil, and then out of nowhere you're like, oh, they're all gonna lose, and it looks like the Avengers are dying, and then Iron Man flies down. He just like his mask comes up and it's RDJ, and
Yeah.
he's like, did somebody order Chinese? Or something where you're just like, the fuck is this? Like, give me something else. I want to see like a good heist movie. I want to see, people try again. Hollywood, I love
Try.
you.
We love you, and we want you to try harder,
I want you to
Hollywood.
try harder. Okay.
We
I
love
love you,
you,
but you're letting me down.
and you can't let Mama Mike and Mama Phil down. We're
No,
lesbian.
we're your two really caring, lovely lesbian mamas,
Yeah.
and we have like a little country biscuit shop
Yeah.
slash rifle range we run in the
I
mountains.
actually grind the I actually fuck. I lost my bit.
Philip lost his bits, and that's when he
It was
became.
about biscuits though.
It's about biscuits. Imagine a good biscuit bit. That's what Philip had, and he lost it because he's so
Yeah.
goddamn upset with you, Hollywood.
Thanks, Hollywood. Y'all
Hollywood,
screwed
I
up.
want it to where you just have a movie yeah, I want to I never liked The Pest with Jean Leguizamo. He's French,
Me neither.
but I want to see The Pest remake.
I thought I'd like the past when I was a kid.
I wanted The
And then
Pest
I watched
remake
it.
with just like an old man The Pest. Like
An old John.
it's an
him.
old surly John Leguizamo,
And I don't want to be here.
He's like, yeah, what am I doing here? He's doing his whole thing. That would be great.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking step it up a little bit. You went lazy. You shot everything on green screen for 10 years. And guess what? Americans are done with it. We've been through a pandemic, God damn it.
Mhm.
We had DJT out in these streets just fingering vaginas and killing people.
Yeah.
At this point, I want a movie about a little redneck boy named Phillip
Yeah, I'd like that
who
movie.
starts a podcast with a hot as shit,
It's an inspirational movie.
super good looking 6'5" man named Michael. And they start this podcast, and it's like The Mighty. Like, Phillip, you're like, I wear you in a little
I'm the sick kid.
yeah, and you're in like a little baby Bjorn over my back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
here's the mountains, and you're like, wow, look at how right.
With my big jaw and teeth.
That's a movie. All right,
Yeah.
hit us up. Anyways, Marvel, I hope you die. I'm sorry. God damn it, I never talk like this. But Marvel, I hope your movies fucking die. Really fucking hard. Phil?
Baby movies.
Baby movies?
They're baby movies.
Go deeper.
They're for babies.
Okay, and they're movies.
Yeah.
Hence, baby movies.
Thank you.
We don't do that. We do big boy movies. Speaking of that, next week we will be doing Predator, the 1987 action sci-fi classic, directed by John McTiernan and starring Sylvester Stallone as
No, it's actually starring Danny Glover.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Predator 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesse Ventura.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess he's in it, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So we'll see you guys next week. Join us on the Patreon this week at patreon.com/PMTM. Link is in the description. And this week, we're going to be talking about what, Phil? You know what we're talking about. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, you piece of shit. Come on, piece of shit face.
We're going to talk about...
Please say boys'
movies.
butts. Please say boys' butts. Please say boys' butts.
Movies with boys' butts.
We're doing what?
Movies with boys' butts.
Phil, we can't do that because I know all of them. So this has to be something you can engage in.
Okay. Let's want to talk Repo Man?
No, that's not a fucking Patreon, you dumb cunt.
Oh.
That's a
what the
main
fuck
episode.
do you want to do then, man?
And we're also doing that on another fucking show with somebody else.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Hey, you can get butthurt or you can get better. It's up to
man.
you. It's up to you. Don't be a little pooper in the last fucking leg of the race.
All right.
Repo Man. We don't do a whole movie on Patreon. Why would we do that? We'd be cutting people out.
What's the fucking... Then watch the episode, man. I don't know.
Pick
I don't
a
have a
subject.
What the fuck?
Pick a subject. I do it every week. You do it every week. I don't know why all of a sudden it's like, pulling teeth with you.
Okay. Sci-fi films.
What do you mean?
Let's talk sci-fi films.
How so?
The genre of the science fiction genre.
Just in general?
Top 5 sci-fis.
Top 5 sci-fis this week on patreon.com/PMTM. And until next time.
Stay classy, movie minions.
He got him.
Yes.
Got that ass. Are you mad? Don't be mad.
Hey, you got me a little ill.
You fucking said Repo Man, and I was like, that's a big movie that we've already scheduled to have a guest on. And you know that.
I did not know that.
You did, because I told you about that.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Look, I might be dying of COVID, and you're over here screaming.
Okay. Just like Marvel, I would die. I'll be
Bye.
happier. Bye.